Welcome to the Booth-Based Sea and Science Center Exploring the Science of Seaweed Farming program. My name is Pauline Dion. I am the President and Executive Director of the Booth-Based Sea and Science Center, and we are here today to talk with you about the equipment that we use for this program. Along with me is Abby and Jenny, and I'm going to let them introduce themselves. Take it away.
Hi, I'm Abby. I'm from New York. I'm a senior at the University of New England and I study marine affairs.
Hi, I'm Jenny. I'm from Rhode Island. I'm also a senior at the University of New England studying marine affairs. So we are going to get into the tank setup. You start with this tray underneath your tank to catch any spillage that may come from moving around your tank in the future. And this is your tank, which will hold your seaweed and serve as your ocean ecosystem.
Then we have our chiller. This is basically a mini refrigerator that keeps our water cold so our seaweed is able to grow, because the room and outside temperature is too warm, so we have to be able to cool the water.
So the next step is our pump. This will attach to the chiller in the input to pump water into it. This step is important as you cannot turn on the chiller until water is being pumped into it. So to connect this, you're going to use the rubber stopper to create a seal, and then you are going to twist on the lid, and in the tank you will suction cup the pump to the bottom.
Next, we have our UV Sterilizer. Water that goes into the chiller will come out the tube and through the sterilizer to clean the water and prevent the growth of any unwanted things in our tank. Jenny's going to connect the sterilizer to the output the same way she did with the pump. And then the next step is taking your sterilizer, making sure that the tube at the top is completely submerged, and then you'll tape it into place on the glass. Next, we have our light. This acts as our sun for our seaweed. We'll place it over the top of the tank, making sure the cord is on the side so it can reach the power strip. And then we have arms on both sides of the light to make sure that it fits over the opening of the tank.
This is the aerator, which is used to provide oxygen to our seaweed that it needs to grow. And to connect this, you will put this tube on this little notch here, and then you will place this down and put this into your tank, connecting it to the suction cup on the side.
So first we're going to take off our light so we're able to fill our tank with water.
For your tank, you have either chosen filtered seawater or instant ocean. For our demonstration, we are going to be using filtered seawater, and we will only fill our tank to above the pump. However, in your tank, you will have about 25 gallons. So for this next step, we're going to make sure our light has been put back on top of our tank, and we're also going to make sure our power strip is plugged in and turned off. Then we're going to follow the cords from the pump, the sterilizer, and the aerator to plug them in.
Next, we're going to plug in our chiller, and before we do anything else, we're going to make sure that it's in the off position on the back. Then we can turn on our power strip, which will allow water to move from our tank into the chiller and back into the tank. You will also see that the aerator will start to bubble. Now that we see water moving in a full cycle, we're able to turn on the chiller. Now you're all set.
So now that your chiller is on, you will adjust the temperature. This number right here is telling you that it is 59 degrees in the tank. To change this, you will hold down the set button, and then you will adjust down to 50 and press set again.
Last but not least, we'll put our thermometer submerged in the water, connect it like that, and it will serve as a second temperature check for our tank.